Last episode, I finished the rulebook, which meant I could move on to part 2 of phase 1 of the master plan, actually making cards. And I did. I'm still mourning the Dino Bombs, which have been replaced as the evolvers for our rock deck with the more rocky Terra Rock cards. And if you missed the end of last episode, I did the big reveal of their stage 5 evolver, Terra Rock Overlord, who I'm really happy with. But this episode, I need more. I need to make more cards, and then I can rule the TCG world.
I'm Zach. I'm a nerd. I've been making trading card games since I was 8 years old, and I'm now 27 with an art degree, a career in product design, and a semi-successful indie trading card game. But I'm taking everything I've learned and putting my current game aside to create a new TCG. Starting from nothing and ending with, I guess we'll see. Welcome to a TCG from scratch.
This is what the game looks like at the moment, and the execution of my master plan is to make 2 45 card decks. So I need to make 90 cards. With a few duplicates per deck, I'm estimating 60 in total, so we'll start the episode with some new artwork. Moving to the water deck as they've got fewer cards than the rock deck at the moment. And with every playtest, I try to test out loads of new card ideas. I think this is the best way to approach TCG card design, just doing every different kind of ability you can think of under the sun. And I'll add new cards with every playtest, removing the cards that didn't work out so much in the last playtest, putting them to the back of this deck box, never to be seen again. My favourites so far have been Beast in the Box, Agatomic Abomination, the Elemental Juice cards, and Rockanon. For those reasons, all these cards have artwork. And not only that, but the artwork matches what the card does. Beast in the Box jumps back into his box when he'd die and then pop back out and attack again. The Juice cards get drunk by defenders and give them power boosts, and Agatomic Abomination just looks completely mental with an ability to match. I then went on to draw some Effector cards, and unlike Defender cards, I think they're a really good opportunity to help with the world building of a game, drawing environments and relics that you'd find within the universe of this TCG. The first one is a sort of Atlantis-type Citadel card called Atlantis, which is like a safe haven for your water cards that can bring them back from the dead. Another one I've been enjoying in the water deck is Amoeba Pod. A smart little guy who can duplicate himself when he's killed. Because he's a smart little guy, I gave him a bow tie for no real reason. I've also made an alternate art version of him with a top hat, because you're allowed 3 of the same card in a deck. I thought this would be fun to do little variations. I then made a third one too, with a monocle. And what's the point in this, you ask? When I should be trying to make 90 different cards rather than making alternate versions of existing ones. Not really much point, but look how cool they are as the 3. Now, if you want to look as smart as an Amoeba Pod, you should probably check out the sponsor of this video, INTOTHEAM. INTOTHEAM are a brand who see clothing as a canvas to express yourself. As a passionate creative, I love their innovative graphic tees, and with their latest drop being some of the awesome designs you see here, like the Dark Samurai or Celestial Passage graphic, you can head into 2025 with style. And they've got great deals like 3 graphic tees for $64.95 or 3 basic tees for $52.95. Fabric's really good quality and the fit is super nice too, making me look pretty shredded. And let's face it, as a trading card nerd, I need all the help I can get. And if you use my link in the description, you'll get an additional 10% off your purchase. So a big thanks to INTOTHEAM for sponsoring this video. Just a disclaimer, INTOTHEAM do not sell monocles, top hats and bow ties. As I'm making a lot of cards now, I need to nail down what elements I'm going to use in the game. I'm currently thinking these 6: fire, water, rock, forest, sky, and hell. And it might seem like there's some gaps here, particularly the opposite of hell, a light or heaven type card. In my last game, Chaos Galaxy, these cards were kind of weird. I found them the hardest ones to come up with ideas for. You get a few standard angelic beings, but a lot of them just ended up looking like strange robots, which I didn't like. And I think a lot of the heaven-based things can just come under the sky element. You could also say that the hell element could just come under fire, but I enjoy making hellish type cards. And they're just cool. I feel like in most TCGs, the dark, demonic type creatures are something players are always drawn to. So with my shiny new element symbols, I thought it might be a good time to just update the full card template in general. This is the 5th version, got some coloured backgrounds which you guys have been asking for. These will be switched out to fully illustrated backgrounds at some point rather than flat colour. I added shadows to the artwork to make them pop, and I've started thinking about what cards in different rarities might look like. I do really want to get foil cards in this game. The Evolver template has been switched up too. Another suggestion I had was to give Stage 5 Evolvers abilities. Currently, the end of games are dragging out quite long. Don't get me wrong, it's fun that these games are so close, but these proactive abilities for our Evolvers now will hopefully speed up games for each side. I've redone a few more card abilities and matched them up with all the key terms for the new rulebook, which is really satisfying. Each time I make a new card template, I'm like, damn, this looks so cool and finalized compared to the last one. And then I update it again for the next episode and just think, damn, that last one looked terrible. But I think for episode 10 next time, it might just be a recap of episodes 1 to 9, showing my full progress from day one. Because I think, although it's felt like no time at all to me, a lot of work has gone into this game and it's come a really long way since the first episode. A little delivery. Some packs of card sleeves. I went for a rock colour and a watercolour. So this is me now fully committing to having a water deck and a rock deck. I thought these would be more brown, but it's locked in. Oh, this is my new camera stand. Because since the start of the series, my old one's been broken and I've just had to either use tape or just balance my phone on top of it, and thought I'd treat myself to a new one. Also, desk tour. I've had quite a few requests to do like a desk tour, but my desk is really boring. Like, I don't have one of these cool creative ones with like loads of action figures and stuff. It's literally just like a plant, my pens. I've got a little toolbox with loads of stationery in. Yeah. Some more new cards for both our decks this episode. I'll get started with the water deck. We've got our 3 new Amoeba pods. Amoeba, still not really sure how I'm saying it. Then the card you saw me drawing earlier in the video, Atlantis. The water deck could have done with a bit more like field presence, so I've got this card where you roll, get a 4, that means you can play a level 4 or lower Void Defender back in play, so an Amoeba pod for example. It goes with the water strategy of using lots of weak and lots of strong creatures. Then the Floating Temples of Temp Floaty. Now this is a card based off an old Chaos Galaxy card I did. However, it was really unusable in that game. I just really loved the name, so I've brought it back. And with me saying the artwork matching abilities, I can picture the souls of 3 of your Void Defenders like going into these temples, and then as an offering you get 1 card back in return. The rock deck, got a few new ones for that too. I just needed a weak card with no ability, so I made a Kazonkling. Baby version of the rest of the Kazonk cards that I made. They're all here as a happy family, even though this one is kind of unrelated to the rest. He might get an ability, we'll see. Next one, Rockabocker. I was kind of having fun with this crazy ability, with the rock deck being able to manipulate dice rolls a lot. You roll and if you get a 1 to 5, his power becomes that roll times 100, so it can be 500. Or if you get a 6, he just kills himself. But with his crazy ability, I just wanted to give him like a crazy expression too, and I think he's going to be a very fun card. And then the last one is the Heads of Hebleb. These are actually based on like shot glasses that sit in the corner of my bedroom. Also, Spirited Away, my favourite film, the heads off that. Just a weak card that lets you draw something. I might change this artwork for something else because I think it's a fun artwork that doesn't really reflect the ability, but we'll see. And that was, damn, 8 new artworks this video. We're really ramping up the pace of this now the rules are done, so that's exciting. Let's get into a battle. And roll for who goes first. That is 6 to the Terror Rocks, so they are going first. I'm still unsure on the start of a game, like it just doesn't feel smooth enough. Well, I need a steel token, don't have one. My bike key, that's very homemade TCG vibes. Once a turn I can draw 1, shuffle 1 back in. I think I'll shuffle the Floating Temples back in. And throw my cards on the table. There's new sleeves, they're too slippy.
The game started pretty strong, both players getting that first turn 6 and sending out level 7 defenders with matching power that just killed each other. And I think this demonstrates that using the same dice result for both players on turn 1 helps balance the game in the early stages, which is nice. But this then left the water player with an open field, and the rock player saw the opening and killed their stage 1 evolver. I'm saying like rock player and water player as if they're both not me, but
got a nice combo here, so I can look at the top card of my deck once a turn. I've seen it's a pretty powerful water defender that to normally play it, I'd have to sacrifice a defender in play, but I've got this card where I can reveal the top card of my deck, and if it's a defender whose level is my evolver stage plus 6, I can play it. So let's do that.
And we're back in the game. I'm going to take out this. The water player uses a face down card here, and I've had a few comments saying that the face down mechanic isn't great. It can mean players can cheat and it doesn't add much to the game. And I played the game with my cousin over the holidays and they actually agreed. So I think in the next episode I'm going to remove this face down mechanic. But I'll try adding things like permanent effectors or maybe some trap or activation type cards. I think the game's ready for a new type of card now. There was then a lot of back and forth with some low dice rolls resulting in some weak creatures, and that slowed the pace of the game, but that's okay I think. But then the rock deck slowly gathered advantage again and took out the stage 3 evolver of the water deck, and using a resource card with a revival ability brought back their level 10, the strongest defender in their deck, putting the water player down to their final evolver. Voidgrave returns, sacrifice a defender and play, free play one of your killed defenders. Boom. Kill. And now water player gets to free play one of their killed defenders, which is going to be... What the heck can get past that? It's going to have to be jellyfished. Draw. Ooh, okay. The water deck immediately responded though, and using an Aqua Juice to take out the level 10 and killing their stage 2 evolver in the same turn. And using the steel token, they managed to bring out their own level 10 defender on the next turn. I then thought the rock player had game for a minute, but I misread a card. And it's actually quite exciting. Trying to take out a stage 5 evolver requires like a lot of resources, normally takes a few turns and a ton of planning and thinking to pull off, which I really love about this game. It makes for very exciting finales like in this one. Can we do it? Oh no, we're 10 off, 10 away. Oh, actually, yeah, that works. That works. We'll play this. This turn your evolver may attack an opposing defender. Ooh, no, that doesn't work. Because block juice, I was going to block juice this to make it 350 and crash our evolver with their defender, but block juice only gives defenders boosts. So we'll have to save that. We can go with Kazonk. Now, if we roll a 5 or 6, we win. Oh, that's a 6. So we sacrifice him. Oh, no, wait, we don't win. 350, add 130. I mean, it's good we still got out the Kazonk Colossus, but what we're going to do is attack, crashing these two. And then this adds up to 480, and we need 500. We've already used 4 of our 7. Yeah, we can't. We only have a level 4 in hand. Oh, we're so close. Water player, what can they do to come back? Draw. Roll. 5, that's good. Right, actually, we can use Crunch on here. So, sacrifice a water defender in hand. We'll go that, and then roll. 6. So this turn we get to bring out a level 6. It has to be 6, can't be lower. Oh my god, please say I have one. It dies at the end of the No! Oh my god, I shuffled it back in. I only had 1. No! I think I've just lost myself the game there. Yeah, we shuffled back our level 6, which we could have played out now, and then... Oh, what can we do? I mean, we can play this, which gains 50 times my evolver's stage, which is a 5. So 350 levels the Kazonk Colossus, but not enough to get past it. We'll take out Zonk the Ancient. That ability lets me bring out something with 160 or less power. 160 or less, what can we do? We can chance it. We'll play Rockabocca, this crazy new card. So now we roll, and his stats get increased by 100 times the result. But if it's a 6, he dies. So 4 or 5, I think should be game winning. That's a 1, that's terrible. 100 power on a level 6, rubbish. Right, draw. Can steal the 5 if we want, which actually might be best because we can play this level 8. Let's do it. I think this is game now. Give you the steal token, make our turn total an 8. We can then play our level 8, use block juice, give all our defenders an extra 100 for the turn. He's on 450, we'll take out that. And then 450 plus 100 takes out Cranchon. Rock deck wins again. I think the rock deck normally wins. And that was quite a dominant game, actually. Interesting.
So my takeaway from that battle is that it was kind of similar to the battles from the previous 2 episodes, which isn't a bad thing, but I think I need to start trying more with the way I'm changing up the game and not get settled in the state it's in now. So next episode, I think I'll be trying some sort of continuous effector cards, maybe different types of defender abilities, reactive, like trap cards or activation cards. So I think that could be quite fun and really elevate the game to another level. But that's kind of it for this episode. I hope you guys have had a fantastic holiday period, had a merry Chaosmas, a happy new year, or whatever other festivals you celebrate with your friends and family. I've annoyingly been really ill the past few days, but luckily I'm here at my parents' house, hence the different background. Got my family around me, so that's been really nice. And yeah, what a year it's been. I thought my channel was kind of going a bit stagnant, wasn't really picking up much traction until I started this series in like July, August time, and it's just sort of reignited the channel and my passion for it and making TCGs. Been one heck of a year. Got a very special video coming as the first one for 2025. It's 10 years of the channel, which sounds insane, but it's going to be a really, really good video. I'm very excited to make it. So, thanks for watching. Again, check out these awesome graphic tees like this very Chaos Galaxy S1 from INTOTHEAM. Their new 2025 launches have really stepped up their game and their graphics, so defo check them out. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at TCG from Scratch, and I'll see you guys in 2025, which it probably already is by the time this video is uploaded. See ya.